So society is delusional and waiting on these millennials to start having sex and probably as an extension to start having kids. They realize that this is the young generation and we need them to produce kids to continue society and so that we could have taxpayers and the whole 9 yards. But they're not moving on the sex level and people are kind of worried. And there are several reasons for this. Some of them start having sex since they were, the kind of became intellectual moment, maybe four, five, six, and so it's not a big thing to them. And when some of them even get married, I think it's the same little 4-year-old sex they're having, and they have problems. And so if they'd waited until they were, old enough, maybe 18, 19, to have the first sexual encounter, they will go to it with a more mature approach, and I'm sure that they might have respected it and operated a little different. However, when you look at the attitude and the lifestyle of these young people, you can know that something ain't right. Now, them girls, for example, instead of learning sexy stuff and stuff, how to be a good mom and good wife and good girlfriend, they want to roller skate, they want to box, they want to do stuff that men are doing. Now, men are already doing that. So, look, we just have a limited amount of time, okay, at a certain point in phase in our lives to do certain things. And if we crowd in a lot of things, there's some things that can be left out, and they leave out those things that are important for motherhood and girlfriend and all that. A woman has to be a nurse, she has to be a doctor, she has to be a sewer, seamstress, she has to be a tailor, she has to be a mechanic, she has to be everything to help these kids and the husband sometimes. Whereas all the husband is gonna be is a killer, a guy who won't go out and work even though he's feeling sick and the host and stuff like that. He doesn't know much. He doesn't even understand sexuality because the father didn't tell him nothing a lot of times. They just went out drinking and talking crazy, but transmitting the male a culture, they haven't done it. Women more do it because motherhood and the whole nine yards. A lot of them could die if they don't get the right information in childbirth and so on. And so they don't have that information, that experience, that cultural transmission, so that they feel sex is equivalent to having kids. And plus, there's no consequence to having sex. You have, family planning. You could use birth control and you could have all the sex you want, no kids. So probably that's what they're thinking. They're not having sex, but they're doing it with family, with birth control, because they don't have no hope in the future. All right. They don't see themselves going anywhere because they don't have a good education and they don't have a good impression of themselves. In other words, God is not in their lives to motivate them in the way that is important for them to develop the real self and the whole 9 yards. Plus, on the other hand, they like drugs. They like the weed and they like the crack and they like a whole bunch of other things which could be affecting the libido. And inherently or imperceptibly believe that the kids they're going to produce going to be real messed up because of all the drugs they're doing. So, hey, this is how it is. And I'm not sure it's going to change anyway because, nobody cares and nobody don't understand stuff. Everybody dumb alike and everybody clungs. And so there we go. But I really need to help out in so many different ways, man. But the government don't want to hear that. Them boys and white boys figure that I should tell white folks what they need to do and then to go away. I am not gonna do it like that. I need to get a life. I need to get me some money. I need to get paid. And I'm just not even thinking about some stuff now. Lucky I'm making these videos, but generally I'm just maintaining, man. I'm not even worrying about nothing no more. Economy and politics and all that. I don't even care because there's nothing in it for me. Okay.